Welcome everyone to my channel Taj Educate Online. In this series of statistics for business and for first semester BBA Bengaluru City University student, I have started Unit 2 Data Collection, Organization and Visualization. In my previous videos, video 1 I have covered the syllabus and the meaning of data versus information. In the video 2, I have covered data in an environment, the concept of that. Next, in the video 3, I have covered the collection of data, the techniques of data collection, that is census and sampling technique in a brief way. In the fourth video, I covered the classification of data, the meaning, the methods of classification, and the need and importance of classification of data. Even if in the examination they ask you the uses of classification of data, you can write the same thing. Need, importance, or the uses, you can write the same thing. And in today's video, I'll be explaining the tabulation. The concept of tabulation is very much important for you to understand. Not only for your examination, in your daily life also, you will be using the tabulation when you join any company, whether you are as an entrepreneur or as an intrapreneur. Means whether you start your own business or you become an employee of some company, important that you need to have a knowledge of tabulation. So, what is this tabulation is all about? The tabulation is the process of presenting the data in the form of a table with rows and columns for better understanding and comparison. See here, the Excel sheet which you are seeing here, the right side, an Excel sheet. You already know that, right? Most of you may be using the computer for recording the data. Safeguarding your data. For that purpose, you will be recording all the available data in the Excel sheet so that you can analyze it and see the result out of it. So how the tabulation is done? As you know that the definition is saying that it is a process of presenting data in the form of table. A table. The table is not a table on which we stand, sit or doing. The table here is like this. The table, right? You might have already learned in your mathematics, in your school days. The table consists of rows and columns. What is row? Row is when we say this, right, horizontally. Okay, row is horizontal. This one, what you are seeing, A, B, C, D, all these are columns. Rows consist of horizontal. Rows are horizontal, columns are vertical. Rows are horizontal, columns are vertical. So here vertical means like this, horizontal means like this. When we record the data in those cells, that is here what you are seeing, these boxes, we call it as cells. We record the data in the cells. Okay, the cells consist of row and column. When you draw a row and column, then only a cell is created. Okay, so here you're using the cells to record the data. Why are you recording that data? For a presentation purpose. You organize that properly, neatly, so that it becomes easy to read and analyze. You are organizing the raw data neatly and makes it easy to read and analyze. That is what the tabulation is. The example of a simple survey cross tab, here you can see there are around 60 students, okay, data collected, out of which 25 were boys, 35 were girls. Out of 25 boys, they said they like vanilla flavor ice cream, 8 boys said they like vanilla flavor. 10 said they like chocolate, 5 said they like strawberry, and 2 said they like mint chip. That is a total 25 boys reaction. Out of 35 girls, they said they like vanilla. 9 girls said they like vanilla, 6 said they like chocolate, 14 said they like strawberry, and 6 said they like mint chip. And this data is properly recorded in a table. This process is what we call it as a tabulation, so that we can easily compare and see. And this data is being converted into percentage. Okay, how this percentage is gained? If we consider out of 25, 8 divided by 25 into 100 equal to 32%. Like that, when we calculate the percentage, can't you see that out of those 25 boys, highest number of boys likes which flavor? Which flavor is preferred by the boys? Highest, you can see here, that is chocolate flavor, because it consists of 40% of boys like chocolate flavor, right? In the same way, if I ask you a question, what is the highest percentage? Which flavor does girls prefer highest? From the response of these 35 girls, you can say that that is strawberry. Girls prefer strawberry. This is not the factual information, but I'm just telling an example. So here you can understand that tabulation helps us to easify the data and easily read and analyze the data, easily understand it. So that is tabulation. The most important topic here, the parts of a table. Parts of a table. The table consists of 7 major parts. The table number, which is here, table number. This is a table. Okay. Next, you need to have a title of the table. Next, heading. That is usually, the heading is usually the column caption. Okay. Next, you will be having stubs. Stubs are your rows. Okay. For columns are like this, rows are like this. So for that, you will be giving a title, a row heading, that is what we call it as a stub. Column heading is what we call it as a caption. Okay, title of a column is what we call it as a caption. Row heading is what we call it as a stub. Next, we do have body. Body is this, where we include the data, we record the data. After that, we do have footnote. Footnote is a something additional or explanation which you want to add about the table. And we can also include the source from where the table has been taken from where the data has been taken from. That can be the school records, or published in newspaper, or presented in the news channel, or published in a book, published in the journal, something like that. We can say in some website. Okay, that is what we call it as a source. Here, this is the most important thing. Whatever you are seeing in the slide is most important thing for your examination. Also, you need to understand the parts of a table, and you need to draw the table. Along with that, you need to explain it. For your skill development activity, they may ask it for 5 marks. Okay, so table number. Let's say table number 1. Table number is there already. It is already written, so that I will just write the number 0, 1. Next, title. Let's say I will give a title, marks of BCom and BBA final year students. BCom and BBA final year students. This is a title. Next, here in the column caption I will write from the same thing, marks of students. I can write marks of students or final year students. Marks of final year students can be the caption column heading. Let me write it properly so that when you are writing in the examination, miss anything. Table number 1, title. Let's say I will give a title of performance of final year BCom BBA students, final year BCom BBA students. Next, in caption I will say marks of final year students, marks of final year students. Later, under subheading I can segregate into BCom and later I can segregate into BBA, two different courses. In BCom BBA again I can segregate something, right? Yes. Let's say I can segregate into a girls and boys. That can be a column heading girls, boys. Again here in BBA, girls, boys. Right. Now this is about columns. Here I can take, let's say, from last 5 years how the students' performance is. From now in 2024, 2020, 2022, 2021 and 2020. These are the rows, that is what we call it as stubs. We can take year as stubs. We can take BCom BBA as courses as columns. Okay, columns again are being segregated as column heading as boys, girls, girls, boys, like that. Okay, now if I write, say, in 2020, and 30 boys, 30% and 20% boys passed in BCom, whereas in BBA 30% girls and 40% boys passed. Then what are you seeing? BCom girls 20% they passed, boys 30% they passed. In BBA girls 30% they passed and boys 40%. Like that you can have some data like this, 30, 40. I'm just writing it casually, there is nothing personal here. 50, 60, 70, like that. Oh no, 60. Yeah, out of that girls, boys, right? Problem. So here 40, within 100% we can write anything. 50, 50 or 60, 60 or 70s. That some data is there, and we will look into that data. We can add from where we have got this data. We can say that we have got it from college records, or from your USMS records. We have got the data. We can total the rows if it is applicable, and also we can give the footnote if any additional information here, like that. This is how the table is designed, written properly. Nowadays all these things have become easy because of the Excel, the artificial intelligence, SPS, any other tools to do analysis. You just need to record the data, put it in a table format. Automatically the Excel or the other technical tools uses the data to do the analysis. That is, it has become easy. But as a fresher, important for you you have a knowledge of tables. Okay, in the examination also they will ask you prepare a table, proper explanation parts of the slide is most important. What I will do is that I will erase all the ink on the slide. You can just prepare for that. This will help you gain 5 marks ex examination, because it's important for skill development activity. Okay. In the next video, I'll be discussing diagrammatic presentation concept. After that, we will also be discussing on the bar diagrams, pie chart. After that, we'll be having a question bank where 2 marks question, the 5 marks questions, and we also need to solve the problems on the tabulation of data. That is most important, because for 5 marks they will ask, they will give you data, you need to put it in a table form. Oh, that is exam. There are few practice questions which I have given. I also have previous year question paper in the one question from the tab of the data. And for skill development also you have questions, 3 questions arising from this unit only. This unit is very much important for skill development. So mostly this unit consists of around 14 marks, which consist of 5 marks development, 5 marks section B questions, totaling to 14 marks. So we'll be discussing in my further videos. I hope that you are making use of these videos and make notes while you are learning something. And also make sure that you share these videos with your friends, your seniors or your juniors who are studying this. It could help them understand the topic properly. And see, this is education is not a competition. You are scoring 100 out of 100, that's your ability. If someone also scores 100 out of 100, that is his or her ability. And here, just because you have an, there is no limit for you. You can score up to 100. That is based on your efforts. Okay, so put your efforts and share the videos with your friends also. Let them also learn. Instead of showing your answers to your friend in the examination, you can help your friend by sharing these videos so that he can learn by himself and write it in the examination. Okay, a good friend will not show the answers in the exam. Good friend will help this friend to learn the answers, learn the concepts, so that he himself on his own can write pass the subject. I hope that these videos are helping you. Please share it and subscribe to my channel also.